I've been late my whole life, brother.
I ain't even bringing it up. You hear me?
Hey, y'all,
What up, though?
y'all ain't been watching no puck.
Nigga, you ain't been watching no fuck, nigga.
Nah, hell no, it's gonna be a day.
It's back, man. Shaq Gilly back at the free throw line.
Love it. It's good for the game, man.
Good for the game. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome in to the Saturday morning edition of the Never Made It podcast. College football bets, picks, slips, all that. I'm your host, D Will, aka Magic Don Juan with the bet slips. Per usual, I'm in here with the guys, but we deep today, man. There's four of us in here today. We about to get it cracking. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
My resident co-host, per usual on Saturday mornings, from Warren, Ohio, located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Eagles fan, Lakers fan, Buckeyes fan, Timothy Delgado.
Yo, good morning. Good morning. Glad to see my guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to be here. Good to see everybody, man. Good morning.
What's
Morning.
good, man? What up? What up? What up? What up,
What's
Ryan?
going
How you
on?
doing out there, West Coast?
What's up, man? Live from Arizona, man. On a great,
Man,
great, great Saturday morning, man. I'm ready to talk some ball, man. I like the matchups this week. I'm excited to be here. First appearance on the Saturday show, man. I
first
had to talk.
appearance on the Saturday show,
Yeah, I had to
man.
talk college with y'all, man. I had to talk some college with y'all.
Got you in here with Ant Bayless. What's good,
Ohio. Let's go, fellas.
Mister? Oh, Mister Ohio, man. I think that man was born underneath a Buckeye tree.
Hell
Come
yeah.
on,
And
man. Let's
Hey,
go
that's the
Buckeyes,
rumor.
man.
once
That's the
again,
legend.
welcome in, Ron. Glad to have you on the Saturday show, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. It's gonna be fire, man. I know you got some gold to give us. So we're gonna get to that, man. But before we get to that, per usual, this episode is brought to you by the Cleaning Business Coaching Book, your step-by-step guide to building a profitable cleaning business. Inside, you'll learn how to price your services, attract quality clients, and set up systems that actually work. Written by a successful cleaning business. This book gives you the real blueprint, no fluff. Whether you're just starting out or scaling up, it's a must read. Grab your copy today. The link will be located in the comments. All right. And as I always say, I got a copy of the book right here. It's a great book. It's for starting your own cleaning company. It shows you all the details you need. And she also has planners for the year. So you can get one for this year or one for next year, custom made. It's all about being an entrepreneur. Everybody out here want to be an entrepreneur. That's the new wave. So she is riding that wave, mompreneur. Link in the comments. But we're gonna dive right into the games, man. We ain't gonna waste no time, man. We got a lot of opinions today. I I can't wait for it. We got Penn State on the road at Ohio State. Ohio State is 18 and a half point favorites. The over-under is 44 and a half. Penn State is plus 900 on the money line. I'm going to Mr. Buckeye himself first. Ant, talk to me nice.
Definitely rolling with Ohio State in this game. Penn State has lost four in a row. Now the spread, 18 and a half. I did take Penn State plus 18 and a half. Ohio State, a blowout for Ohio State. They don't do it like Indiana. I don't see them coming out just running it all the way up. But I mean, if Ohio State won by 14, by 17, I see them doing that. But we got to remember too, Penn State's lost four in a row, which I mean they're not a great team, but they are dangerous. It is the same Penn State team that went to overtime with Oregon. Now Drew Aller is out for the year. They have a backup quarterback, so I can understand the spread being a little higher. But I'm a spot Penn State 18 and a half points in this one.
All right, man. That's scary, man. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, man. I think Ohio State is gonna cover here. Penn State has disappointed us. Disappointed the nation in terms of what they were gonna be, or at least what we thought they were gonna be. hence the firing of their coach. You know what I mean? So in the middle of the season, Penn State is not bringing much to the table. You know that I believe, especially to Ohio State. Ohio State defense is crazy, so I don't believe Penn State gonna put up points. It's not gonna be much of a battle. You know what I mean? And you're on the road at that. I definitely got Ohio State covering. Ohio State is looking great. Arguably gonna have somebody in New York, as Ant has called out from the beginning, with the quarterback Julian saying, look really good. Buckeyes definitely cover, in my opinion.
Okay. Go ahead, Ryan. Let me hear what you're talking, man. This ain't the NFL,
Man,
brother.
listen, man. Do y'all believe in like addition by subtraction sometimes? I
Yeah.
think
Less
James
is more.
Franklin, yeah, James Franklin getting fired might be a little bit of a boost for Penn State. I think Drew Aller is trash. So whoever the backup is, he can't be no worse than what the hell Aller was doing out there. Um, I think Penn State will try to keep it scrappy early. I actually, it's crazy because I think Ohio State's going to cover the spread, but I also think the under is going to hit. So I don't see a lot of points in this game for Penn State, but
Mm-hmm.
I think Ohio State will take a while to get going offensively. I'm gonna go something like 28-10. No. I'm gonna go 30-10. 30-10. They cover the spread. And like Ant mentioned, it's an Ohio State style blowout where they're not putting up 40 and 50, but they still gonna win by 21 points. You know, just because their defense is so elite. I mean, best defense in the country, man. It's like offenses can't really get going at all. All year they've been struggling. So
Nah, I feel you. I'm with you. I got
yeah. So I think Penn State will be a scrappy team first half. Second half, Ohio State starts pulling away. Just more talent, better team.
no, I agree. I think everybody in here is on Ohio State for sure.
Yeah, you
If
have
you
to
want to
be.
look at a different bet though, instead of just betting the big spread, so Penn State has given up 25 points on the road to Iowa. They gave up 22 points to Northwestern. They at home. They gave up 42 points on the road to UCLA. They gave up 30 points to Oregon. All right. So the last four games they gave up hella points. I think Ohio State can go out there and get 26 points. So I put that on a ticket. I think at home, Penn State giving up points to everybody else, UCLA and Northwestern. I think Ohio State can go get 26. Probably more, but I just got 26 on the safe side. So I do have that on the ticket. Spoiler alert. But all right, oh, I got Ohio State scoring 26 points. Everybody got Ohio State covering the spread.
Hmm.
except for me.
Oh, except for you. Oh, you got, yeah, you did take Penn State plus 18 and a half.
Right.
So, yep.
He ain't no real
We-
fan, man.
We're gonna win, but you know,
yeah, like you said, I can see it being a scrappy game. I can see Penn
right.
State playing over their head a little bit. But I don't
Right.
know, though, man. Ohio State ain't giving up points.
They're not.
So if they decide they want to score 30, Penn State got to score.
Right. Right.
But we shall see, man. You the only one against the grain. All
That's
right, man.
what it is.
Vanderbilt on the road at Texas. Texas is 3.5 point favorites. I do not understand why. The over under is 46 and a half. Man, Texas is 6-2. They've been disappointments. Vanderbilt is 7-1. They've been outstanding. Texas' last loss came to Florida. So that was 3 games ago. And Vanderbilt's last loss came to Alabama, who I got winning the SEC. So I'm gonna swing it over there to you first, Ryan. Who you got in this game?
Man, you know, I felt confident looking at this matchup, and then I seen the spread, and I'm like, does Vegas know something I don't know? I don't get why. I know they're the home team, and usually the home team gets 3 points, so Vegas is like saying this is a pick 'em, but I think if the name wasn't Vanderbilt and that said LSU or a different name there, it would be a different spread. But I think a lot of people are looking at that Vanderbilt like, are they frauds? Are they, you know, really the real deal? I think they are. I got Vanderbilt winning. I wouldn't. I think because they are on the road, it'll be a close game. I would just take the money line. But the experienced quarterback, the defense plays well. I think they got a good recipe to get a road win here. I'm taking Vandy by, I'll say by a touchdown. The 46 and a half is right where I think it's going to end up being. I'll go 23-20 Vanderbilt just to say, all right, I'm going under if I had to pick. But
Mhm.
but yeah, I got Vandy winning this game. I think they're a good team. I think they're the real deal.
Okay, you got Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Mr. Bayless, who you
I'm
rolling
rolling.
with? I know you rolling with Vanderbilt.
I'm rolling with Vanderbilt, but I will say, thinking about Texas, they've lost 2 games. Lost to Ohio State first game of the year, obviously by 1 touchdown. They lost to Florida, right? It was Florida they lost to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've lost 2 games. They've only lost one in the conference. So as you know, everybody all year's been talking about how bad Texas is. Arch Manning ain't the real deal. They only have one conference loss. So Texas could really end up being a sleeper as far as competing for the SEC championship. This is a big game for them. I understand they got the 3.5 because they're at home. I'm rolling with Vanderbilt, but this is a big game for Texas. If Texas wins, we're gonna have to put some respect on their name. I got Vanderbilt money line.
I'm gonna go first, Tim, and I'm gonna let you go.
Mhm.
I got Texas winning this game.
Okay.
All right. I'm taking Texas to win. I'm taking a money line. I'm not gonna mess with the 3.5 because I'm putting some respect on Vanderbilt's name because I do have on my ticket again. I got Vanderbilt plus 7.5. So I think this is a close game. I don't think Vanderbilt loses by more than a touchdown. But everybody's been praising Vanderbilt's quarterback and it's pretty much shitting on Arch Manning, which I agree he hasn't looked good. But when you just, if I'm just looking at the numbers, you just drop me in here and you show up the numbers. They both played 8 games. Vanderbilt 7-1, Texas 6-2. What's his name? Pavia. He got 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 1,700 yards. Arch Manning got pretty much 1,800 yards, and he got 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Now Pavia got a better completion percentage, just slightly, and Pavia has obviously more rushing yards. He leads the team in rushing with 5 touchdowns added onto that. So what I'm saying is the quarterbacks aren't that far apart like we think they are. This is not as big of a gap as we think it is. And like you just said, Texas got everything in front of them to play for. I think Texas is going to really come out and wake up. Like they own a 3-game win streak since they lost to Florida. They beat LSU. LSU is a disappointment. We understand that. But they also beat Missouri. Missouri was pretty decent this year. They lost a couple games now and they're unranked, so people will forget that. I don't even know if they're unranked. I know they lost a couple games now. They're 19th, so they was like almost a top 10 team. So they lost. They lost recently, but I think Texas shows up today and slays the dragon. I'm taking Texas to win. They are the
The
favorite, like you
Van
said. Vegas knows them
Vanderbilt Dragon is crazy.
because man, they've been power
I know
throwing
that's
everybody,
respect
bro.
to
Like,
Vanderbilt, though. That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
respect to Vanderbilt for sure.
go ahead, Timothy.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm rolling with Texas here. I like the fact that they're at home here and the fact that their last 2 games um have been on the road. So I know that they're waiting to get home. They have been, beating Oklahoma, beating Kentucky, Mississippi. I mean, they've been, well, they played Oklahoma at home, but the last 2 they were on the road with Oklahoma, Mississippi State. So they're, I know that they're ready to get home, and Vanderbilt, this is their first game on the road in their last 2 games, so or 3 games rather. They've had LSU at home, they've had Missouri at home, so now they're just, now they're on the road. And so both teams also in the last few weeks have like pretty much squeaked by with their wins. Neither team is like, taking off on the other opponent. So I'm pretty sure it'll be a close game. I like the 3.5. I see here for Texas. Is that the spread still? Is it still 3.5?
Yep, it's 3.5.
Okay, I like Texas to cover the spread, and I also think this is a. I know it's Vanderbilt, and I know this is still regular season, but I also think this is like a career game for Arch Manning. I think this one could be like if this could be a defining, what I'm saying, this could save his season somewhat, maybe as far in terms of the SEC, we'll see. But this game right here, going up against a top 10 team at home, when arguably, like Ant said, people have said Texas have been worse than what they probably, have given because Texas not been
Mm-hmm.
that bad, you know what I'm saying? So I like Texas here at home, man. I think they cover.
All right, man. We on the same page, man. Ant and Tim. I mean, Ant and excuse me,
Ryan.
there's 4 of us. You get lost sometimes. Ant and Ryan on the same page. Me and Tim
Yeah.
on the same page. We gonna see where the chips fall with that one, man.
So
Let's go,
For
Vandy.
sure, for sure. Go
Mhm.
Vandy. All right, man. We got Oklahoma on the road at Tennessee. The Oklahoma Boomer Sooners are the underdogs in this one, as they should be. It should be bigger. The spread is 2.5 points, though. The over-under is at 55.5. So they think it's going to be some points scored. Ain't no defense going to be played. It's not a typical SEC matchup. I think it's going to be some points scored. I'm taking the over in this. Aunt Bayless, who you got, man? You going with Mateer and them boys?
Hell no, I'm going with Tennessee, man.
Uh,
I'm going with Tennessee. Tennessee is at home. I think
Man.
Tennessee's at home, correct?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
Yeah, the home field. I mean, when you look
Rocky
at it, you
Top.
got two evenly matched teams, and I hate to say it, two disappointments. I mean, Oklahoma was supposed to be this powerhouse. You had Tennessee that blew one against Georgia. These are two mid-tier SEC teams. I think they're very evenly matched, but I think home field advantage gets it done. Um, like you said, what's the over/under?
Oh, 55.5.
I would go with the over. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored, but I think Tennessee money line.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Tennessee money line too. Go ahead, Timothy. These are your Sooners. You got these are your boys.
these are my
Yeah.
boys, man. These are my boys, and I'm man. I want to roll with Oklahoma. I really do, man. I really do. But God damn it, I don't think I can. I really don't think I can.
Ooh.
I think Tennessee, just like I said about Texas, Tennessee is trying to save their season. Now, unlike Texas, Tennessee has two losses inside of the SEC, just like Oklahoma. So both teams are, kind of seem cooked at this moment, but we'll see. There's a fighter's puncher's chance. We'll see what happens down the line. Um, but as of right now, I just think the home field advantage for Tennessee and Oklahoma has disappointed me. Mateer has disappointed me up to this point. Now he's been injured. I've been giving him the benefit of the doubt, but I can't after the last 2 weeks of performances I've been seeing. So I'm gonna roll with
Hey,
Tennessee here. I'll take money line, man. As much as it hurts me to say so, man, I'm gonna take Tennessee money line. Man.
yeah, you tapped out on them, man. You officially out on Oklahoma.
Yeah,
You
man.
officially
Yeah,
out on Oklahoma.
I am, man. I am.
And Ryan, who are you going with this, man?
Listen, man. So I'm going Tennessee here. They're the home team, but the lock for this game is probably going to be the over. Listen, OU's defense, the Sooners defense is good. Number one in success rate. They've only played one top 40 offense, and that was Ole Miss. They gave up 34 points and over 400 yards of offense. The Tennessee's defense
God
uh,
damn.
has been up and down, but they gave up 34 points last week to Kentucky, and Kentucky before that was averaging just shy of 16 points a game in conference play. And Kentucky put up 34 last week. So I'm going to over here. I'm going to, because of the crowd, the home field advantage, I'm taking Tennessee by field goal, 37-34. And I got to see it from Mateer. The first 5, 6 weeks of the season, since he came back from the injury, he's been two different players. So I'm
Yeah,
in
he
that
has.
camp of I gotta see it to believe it now with Mateer. Like he gonna have to have a good game and show that he's back healthy before I start picking the Sooners to be anybody, honestly. And their schedule is brutal. I think they're at Alabama next week or something like that. It's insane.
Yeah, at Alabama versus Missouri, then they finish up with LSU.
Yeah,
I'm with
like
you though, man. I haven't seen. I'm looking at Oklahoma's schedule. They do not have a signature win on the road. They beat Michigan, but that was at home. They beat Temple on the road. That Temple is Temple. They beat South Carolina on the road, but that's not what we. They're not the team we expected them to be for real. So it's like they won some games, but they lost to Michigan. Every big game, honestly, they've lost. They beat Michigan. That was a big game. They lost to Texas. They lost to Ole Miss, and those were both at home. So
mhm.
I don't see them. I see no way they go on the road here and win today. So I definitely got either the over or Texas. I mean, I'm sorry, either the over or I got Tennessee covering easily, easily. I think they just. I think today is the day Oklahoma is looking for next
Very,
year, looking forward to next year.
I have a
very.
question to ask y'all. I have a question to ask y'all.
What's up?
Do, do y'all not because it don't matter, it don't mean a damn. But I just want to know. Do y'all at least give like Oklahoma and Mateer, because they were rolling until he got injured. You know what I'm saying? Like they were rolling. Now, do y'all give grace and Turlock, or do y'all still consider it a disappointing season?
Now, and to me, it's not a disappointment because I've been telling y'all from the beginning that Oklahoma was really trash. So it's time to prove it, bro. Oklahoma's a mid-level team, man, and they're proving it. That's all. That's real.
Listen, man, look, they looked real good. They had they high when they beat Michigan. That's
Yeah,
when they
I
peaked.
feel
go
I
ahead.
feel bad for Mateer himself, like
Yeah,
individually,
because he a
because
senior.
he was balling and he was getting a lot of draft buzz, and his name is kind of cooled now because he's been hurt, then came back, not looked that great. But I don't give a damn about the Sooners. I don't care if they go 2-10 every year, and they're you know I think like taking my fandom out of it. I think that they are exactly who we thought they were. They had a losing season last year, I'm pretty sure. So
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah,
And let me say one more thing. Now, yeah, they look good against Michigan when they won that. We thought Michigan was going to be better because of that Bryce Underwood, which he's a freshman. We gotta. That's where I give grace. I mean, you got to give him some time to develop. But the Michigan win wasn't that great, and like he said, Oklahoma they had a losing record last year. They got their fame by beating Alabama on accident. So nah, bro, Oklahoma. They got a couple years. I mean, they got a couple years, but yeah, Mateer, he looked good running the ball against Michigan. But look where that got him, running, got him injured. So Oklahoma is Oklahoma, like Ron said.
Hey,
mhm.
next time you want to like give a last word, don't.
I hear you. I hear you. Your SEC champs. I hear you. All right.
Yeah, you did have him for the SEC champs, man. It's okay though, bro. It's okay. It gets better. All right. We got number 23 USC on the road versus Nebraska, 6-2 versus 5-2. The spread for this game is USC is favorite, 4.5 points. The over/under is at 59.5 because of both of these offenses, both of these quarterbacks mostly. You can get USC for minus 190 on the money line. This is a good matchup right here, man. USC coming not necessarily across the country to Nebraska, but they're doing a little bit of traveling, man. I'm looking at their road games. When they came to Minnesota, they lost 24-6. That would be a disappointment. When they went on the road, when they played Michigan at home, they lost to Michigan. But when they came and played Maryland, they came across the country to Maryland. They let Maryland put up 31. Nebraska's offense is better than both of those offenses. They lost one of those games, and those are mid-level teams, Minnesota and Maryland. I say that to say because I know Ant Bayless said USC was going to come in here and dominate. He was worried about talking about this game, and I'm picking Nebraska to win the game. At least cover. At least cover. But I'm just flat out. We pick upsets here. I got Nebraska to win this game. Straight up. Dylan Raiola comes out and gets it done. He got 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. What's his name? Maivia for the Trojans, they quarterback, 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 2,100 yards to 1,900 yards. The completion percentage is similar. Dylan Raiola is a little bit better actually. I'm rolling with the better. I think both quarterbacks are good, but I'm rolling with the better quarterback at home. Trojans on the road. I think they lose this one. So who you got, Ant? Let me hear it.
I gotta go USC. First, I think was it last week or the week before Nebraska lost to Minnesota.
USC lost to him too. Oh no,
Did
I'm
they?
sorry. No. That
Oh,
was Nebraska that lost to him. Yeah,
yeah,
Nebraska lost.
Nebraska lost to Minnesota. Now I went up to the Horseshoe and watched Ohio State versus Minnesota. I understand USC is not Ohio State, but Minnesota looked like a high school team on that field. And then you got them beating Nebraska. I mean, it was crazy. I couldn't believe Minnesota beat Nebraska. So just off of that alone, USC wins. And USC looked really good against Michigan. I didn't think USC was going to beat Michigan, and they did. So just those two games, USC looks way better than Nebraska. I
I
don't
just
think.
went on this. I just went on that rant and I had the wrong stat line pulled
Yeah,
up.
no, I know, because when you said Minnesota beat USC, I was like, no way in hell they did. That
No,
was
yeah, they beat Nebraska. Yeah,
yeah. So you let high school Minnesota beat you. You're not beating USC.
that's fair. That's the defense. I didn't say
Yeah,
one thing good about Nebraska's defense though.
and
I said I was going with the quarterback and the over.
Right. I feel you.
yeah, everyone's talking about the quarterbacks, and rightfully so. These quarterbacks been balling. Um, but one team can run the ball pretty well, and it's USC.
Yes.
And Nebraska don't stop the run that well. And for that alone, I'm picking USC. I think they're gonna be able to run the ball, control the clock, which people are a little bit out after the Notre Dame loss, USC, but Notre Dame is a damn good team,
Mhm.
and that ain't no shame in losing that game. I don't know, man. Is Nebraska
Not at
kind of
all. No
like
shame in losing that game.
Nebraska always feel like they got a lot of hype preseason, what Nebraska gonna be this year, and it's just be kind of just dud seasons, man. Year after year, it's like
I think this is going to be one of the games where they show it again just to keep their names on the radar. Watch. And you said rushing yards. They got the leading rusher in the game by 300 yards. All right.
yeah.
Nebraska does. All right.
Uh,
He got 9 touchdowns. Emmett Johnson, 837 rushing yards, 9
it's
touchdowns.
it's really
USC is no defensive powerhouse.
no.
They're no
No.
defensive powerhouse. They lost you don't think much of Michigan, and USC lost to Michigan. Uh,
Oh,
Look, Nebraska played Michigan. They lost 30-27 in a game that I feel like they should have won. They lost 30-27. USC played Michigan. They won 31-13. Now I give you that, but Michigan's defense is better than USC's defense. Nebraska put up 27 on Michigan's defense. All right. USC put up 31, so they're gonna score points. But I think that Nebraska comes out here and scores points too. I know y'all don't see it. I know y'all don't see it. I
No.
know y'all don't see it. But y'all will see it.
We gonna see.
And it's prime time, 7:30 at home. Nebraska's at home.
okay.
Go ahead, Tim. I ain't gonna
Stadium gonna be rocking.
It's gonna be rocking. It's gonna be rocking.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're on the island alone on this one, D. I'm rolling with USC as well. USC, and I also think that the fact that it is a primetime game that helps USC. You know, I'm big on the whole time zone thing, so USC coming across the country, you know, to Nebraska, being that it's a late game, they can get acclimated. You know what I'm saying, with them if you know. So I think that helps them as well. So yeah, man, just to make you guys have pretty much covered it all, and just to keep it short and sweet, yeah, I'm rolling with USC. And I got them covering the spread too. You know, I see it's 4.5 here on ESPN, so I got them covering the spread. USC.
All right, man. Y'all remember this later on tonight, man, when Nebraska up late. Like, damn, Nebraska winning that game. I was just know I'm watching somewhere in Buffalo Wild Wings. Watching.
For sure.
All right, man. The last game we got for the day that we going over. We got UC on the road, 7-1 at Utah, 6-2. Number 17 versus number 24. This is a big Big 12 matchup. UC are 11.5-point underdogs. The over-under is at 56.5. I'm wondering what I'm missing from this game because this is crazy. Sorsby got 20 touchdowns and 1 interception. If he's playing today, I don't see what the 11.5 points is for. So I'm currently looking that up. But go ahead, Ryan. Tell me where you're going with this, man.
Man, Cincinnati, y'all down there in Cincinnati.
Yes,
The
sir.
quarterback for Cincinnati, Loki a dog. What's his name? Sorsby?
Sorsby. Yeah. Brendan Sorsby.
Loki a dog. He's been looking pretty good. We're talking about the whole time zone thing. Cincinnati going to the West Coast. I guess it's less impactful when they go east to west rather than west to east. This one kind of scares me, man. I want to pick Cincinnati here, but I think I'm going with Utah. Utah, this might not be saying much, but they whooped on what you call it, Colorado last week. So just from that alone, I'm gonna go Utah here. I think they're the home team. It's gonna be a night game as well. This is a 10:15 start time Eastern. I want to pick Cincinnati, man, my heart, but just my head saying Utah. So I'm going Utah. I got it winning by a touchdown. What's the over under on this game?
The over-under is 56.5.
Woo! I'm going over 56.5. Take the over. Utah by a touchdown.
Please allow me to go next. Please allow me to go next.
Go ahead,
Listen,
brother.
we have film. There's video footage. I have one last fight, one last dog in the fight. When we picked our picks for our conference winners, I told y'all I got UC. And y'all told me, y'all said, man, you crazy. Well, there's Texas Tech, and there's this, and there's that. And then y'all said I was crazy. BYU. Y'all said I was out of my mind. And I believe if there's one, first of all, if there's one thing that I believe that there's guaranteed in this bet, and I believe that Cincinnati will cover the spread. 11.5 is insane. You know, for me, in my opinion, I don't know why. You got a quarterback here that if he, like you said, if he's playing 20 touchdowns to 1 interception, like what are we doing here? Almost
Yeah, he's
2,000.
playing too. The starting running back is out, but I mean, that's the
That's
starting running back. But
yeah,
he only
right.
got 478 yards on the season.
Exactly. That's not enough for me. I don't understand. I'm not understanding that. So yeah, I'm rolling with UC here. I think they cover. And like I told you, I got one last dog in the fight. I picked UC to win the Big 12. You know what I'm saying? I know BYU is there. Texas Tech is behind them. So we're gonna see how this goes. I got Cincinnati here covering the spread and winning this game.
Yeah, 11.5 points is disrespectful. Go ahead, Aunt Bayless.
First, I want to say shout out to the comment section. We got S. Dot. He said Utah -5. Jimmy picks UC to win. I'm gonna have to agree with S. Dot and say Utah -5. I believe it was last week Utah lost to BYU. I believe that's
That was
correct.
2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago. Okay. If I remember, that was a close game, and BYU is the number 1 team in the Big 12. Utah, that's another good team in the Big 12. They've been a good team. Now you got to give Cincinnati the credit for having a great season, but
Mhm.
I don't think this is it. They lose to Utah today.
Think they lose to Utah? Now, what about the spread though, man?
The
That 11.5, that's not disrespectful.
No, and it's not. I wouldn't quite say they're going to lose by that much, but if I was betting, I'll go with S. Dot and say -5. I go Utah -5.
Utah
Yeah, I
-5.
like.
So
Yeah,
you wouldn't take Cincinnati at all with the points. You would just bet Utah lower.
Yeah. Yep.
Ryan, what you saying?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I would put Utah -6.5 if I was betting on this game. And Cincinnati has a great opportunity here to really establish themselves as the cream of the crop in the Big 12, because Utah, BYU, Texas Tech have kind of established themselves as like the tier above,
Yeah.
and Cincinnati beating Iowa State doesn't really solidify them in that topper echelon teams, but a win at Utah would. And then Tim's pick would be looking damn good because it would be like, okay, Cincinnati's got the inside track to the Big 12 championship game with a win here today.
Mm-hmm. All right, I hear you, man. I hear you. Looking at this, man, I ain't gonna lie. +320. I'm going with the Bearcats to just win this game, bro. The
I
Bearcats
love
been
it.
hot. All right. I don't know why the spread is so crazy like this. ESPN giving Utah an 80% chance to win this game. At +320, I'm taking that on the money line. I'm not putting nothing else on it. I'm just putting something nice on UC to win. UC is 5-0 in conference play. Utah is 3-2 in conference play. Now Utah's 2 losses are to good teams. They lost on the road. They were both on the road. Oh, Texas Tech was at home, but they lost to BYU 24-21 on the road. That's an honorable loss. BYU is a good team,
Right.
but they got smacked by Texas Tech 34-10. I know Texas Tech. That was my pick to win the Big 12, but they're
Montu.
still not out of it. But Texas Tech, I definitely thought highly of them, and beating Utah like that was part of the reason why. So I'm just every test that UC then came up against, man. They proved they can play on the road. They beat Kansas on the road. They destroy Oklahoma State, even though they're terrible on the road. I just see you for at +320. First off, at +11.5, I'm easily taking that. Easily taking that. But the +320 money line, I just can't stay away from that. That's a hell of a money line for an upset. That this wouldn't be that big of an upset for me. It would be big for UC's program, but like as far as just season to season, this season, I don't think that would be that. I don't think that's too far fetched. Not +320. If it was +195, I wouldn't mess with it. That +320, like that, 3 times my money if UC wins and they ain't lost a conference game yet.
Mhm.
I
You
feel
know?
you. I feel you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You think do you think if Utah, do you think they still have a chance? Like it's in terms of Big 12 play, do you think they still have a fighting chance?
They have to win out. They got to win out. And then they got to hope that somebody else gets 2 losses that don't have a tiebreaker with them because they already 3-2 in the conference.
Yeah,
Mhm.
They got to win out and hope somebody that got 2 losses don't get the tiebreaker, like
It would
Texas
have to
Tech
be
or
Texas Tech.
BYU.
Right. That's
Now, one more question here. So without getting too far off rails here, for somebody who doesn't bet, explain to them the difference of whether you just was to take Cincinnati for the money line versus like Ant and S Dot said to take, instead of taking, -5.5. Like if you're gonna take -5.5 or tease it down rather to -5.5, why wouldn't you just take the Cincinnati to cover the spread? Like what's the difference in that?
Shoot.
Sometimes like if I was to take Utah -5, uh, it might give me better money basically. Like if I just took Utah money line. Now, once you start betting the spread, like if I take them -5 and they win by 6, that's
Mhm.
going to up my ticket. I'm gonna get a little bit more money most of the time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah,
just the odds, just the odd difference of the odds.
Yeah, just give me some more money. That's it.
Okay.
but see,
Yeah.
the way I look at that is like if they were favored by -11, and 11.5, and he teased it down to 5.5, it's pretty much like he thinks they're gonna win for sure.
Mhm.
But just to cover his ass, he's like, you know what? Just in case they only win by a touchdown, 6 or 7, I'm gonna just tease it
Mm-hmm.
down to 5.5
It,
because the
Exactly.
line is so
it,
high.
Right.
yeah, it's really all relative to how you feel about the game.
Uh-huh.
If you're confident in Utah to win, you're better off keeping the spread higher because then
Or
you're gonna make
teasing it
more
up.
money. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
or because you're gonna make it money. If you're feeling a little less confident, you can kind of cover yourself by teasing it down just to say, all right, I think they're gonna win, but I'm not that confident. But then for what I don't where it comes into like a teetering point where if you think Cincinnati is going to have a good shot to win this game, you teasing down Utah all the way down to 2.5 or 3.5, you
Mhm.
might as well just go for the
Take
gusto, take
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati money line, and just
That's what I'm doing, bro.
yeah, that's
I'm
what
like,
Right.
you know what
Right.
I mean? Like
For
that's
sure.
where it become like maybe I'll switch my pick to Cincy because I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be a close game anyway. Well, if who
Okay.
says they don't win, and I'll just make some more money.
Yeah.
yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Facts. I know I'll have that money line bet, man.
yeah, man, I
I know
like
I'm
it.
gonna have that. Yes, sir. All right, man. Y'all know what it is. It's the end of the show where we get into the picks. All right. It's not the end of the show. It's really like the beginning of the show if you really think about it.
Man, this
But
for the money. This where the money's made.
yeah, yeah. Ryan, I know you telling one of my bets.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know you telling. So let's get into them, man. So the first one I got, it's not a plus 100. It's a plus 291. I know that's a little different, but I was feeling froggy with these ones today. All right. I got Illinois at home playing Rutgers. I got Illinois by 5.5 points. The spread was higher. I teased it back to 5.5. I think it was at like 9.5. I teased it back just to make, like I said before, just in case Rutgers come to play and Illinois wins by a touchdown, 6 points or 7 points. So 5.5 is safe. I got Houston by 9.5 playing West Virginia at home. West Virginia is terrible. They've won 2 games all season. Houston is actually still competing for the Big 12. Houston by double digits is not far fetched at all. That was minus 13.5. I teased that back to just win by 10 or better. Vanderbilt plus 7.5. I got Texas winning this game, but I think the game will be close. They had it at minus 3. I just teased it back just in case Vanderbilt lose by. They could lose by a touchdown in overtime or anything like that. I think 7.5 is good. I got this game like 30-24 Texas, something like that. So boom. Then I got UConn beating UAB. That's self-explanatory. UAB is trash. UConn is not great, but they're not horrible at all. Right? They're over 500, and they've been beating teams they're supposed to beat. And UAB's been losing the team they're supposed to lose to. So I'm rolling with that. That's 25 for 97 for you people who don't know what plus 291 mean. And any objections on that, man? Y'all want to dive in there? Illinois minus 5.5, Houston minus 9.5, Vandy
Nah,
plus 7.5.
this is the bet I tailed, so I'm just gonna say I seen these spreads. I looked at all the spreads. I looked at the bet slip DM made, and I thought, man, this is when you're gambling, this is as safe as a bet as you can make, Ram, right here, man. Because all what Vegas is telling you that they think all of these things are gonna happen and some. We teased them all
Mm-hmm.
down and put them together, and it's like. And it's only 4 legs, man. I'm loving it. I tailed it. For y'all on FanDuel, there's a 30% profit boost on college football parlays. So if y'all on FanDuel, y'all can get a little 30% boost and bump up those odds even more. So just saying. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, get that boost, man. And
Mhm.
Bayless, how you like that, brother? I know you like Hail Marys, but how you fucking with me?
Oh no, yeah, for sure. I was gonna say when I go back and watch the episode, I'm gonna definitely screenshot the screen and see if I'm gonna tell that because it sounds good.
All right, man. All right, for
Sounds
sure, for
good.
sure. I'm gonna just finish my second ticket too because all it is an extendo of that ticket. All right, I had to make a Hail Mary for y'all today. So you add those same four picks on there, and then I just added three more. I got Ohio State. I told y'all earlier, scoring 26 points versus at home versus Penn State. Penn State been giving up the goods to everybody else. I don't see why Ohio State won't sit at home and do the same thing to them. All right, 26 points, Ohio State. That's all we need. I got Georgia on the road at Florida. I got Georgia by 5.5. I think Georgia beats Florida by more than a touchdown, but just in case, take them by 5.5 to cover that touchdown spread. You never know what might happen in the game. Florida might come to play. And then I got Virginia money line at Cal. Virginia has been a sleeper this year. Teams ain't really been respecting them. They beat Florida State and sent them spiraling down. They started Florida State on their losing mission. So I think they go into Cal. Cal's a mid-level team, below mid-level actually. They're probably like a D plus team. Virginia's like a B minus, honestly, this year. So yeah, I'm rolling with Virginia. So I added those three picks. Ohio State over 25.5, Georgia minus 5.5, Virginia money line. So if the first ticket hit, all you need is these three games, and your second ticket to hit. I combine those into a Hail Mary right there for you. Boom. So that's plus 1181. You put 10 on that, you'll get
110.
$110. So y'all rocking with that?
I like that.
Ohio State
Yeah.
25.5.
I
I
like
know
that.
y'all rocking with the 25.5 points for Ohio State.
Yeah, no, I
I
like
like
that.
those, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Virginia over the Cal one too is come on. I like that
Money
too.
to me.
And
I
then
like
Georgia
that.
at Florida. Florida's been Georgia is not about to go lose to Florida.
Right.
Not right now.
Absolutely not. And that's a rivalry game. No,
Yeah.
They've only lost to Alabama. It's not like Georgia been out here taking L's.
no.
Right.
And they're not going like, and you can't really push like, oh, it's gonna be a trap game because it's a rivalry game, so it don't even matter what Florida's record is. They coming ready to play.
Right.
They coming ready
Yeah,
to play for sure.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
respect. Aunt
Respect.
Bayless, man. I know you dropping back, getting your Aaron Rodgers on, your best impression anyway. Land one of these Hail Marys
Hey,
for us, man.
before Ant goes, man, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna let him go over his bet slip and stuff, but I just want to say thanks for having me on the show, man.
Oh
Um,
yeah, man, for sure,
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah,
Saturday
yeah. Cool.
morning.
Saturday morning, man, we got the show coming up later this evening with me and Ant. That's episode 1, and then we got our Sunday show tomorrow, fellas. So
Oh, yeah.
we come bringing you the content, man. It's coming. So thanks for having me, guys. Y'all have a good Saturday, man. Let's go. Let's go,
Ryan,
Buckeyes.
Ryan,
No
real
Go
problem.
quick, give
Buckeyes,
me
man.
Game 7 World Series. Give me a winner and score real quick.
Okay, real quick, 2-minute preview, man. We got Otani on the mound, on short rest. Okay, he's going against Matt Scherzer of the Blue Jays. Game 7, high pressure stakes. I'm going Blue Jays. All right, Blue Jays. I think Scherzer pitched as well.
Picking
I'm
with his
taking
heart.
no. I'm taking Blue Jays, man. Taking Blue Jays by 2 runs. I'm going 5-3. Blue Jays win the World Series upset.
All right,
Yeah,
brother. You
there
have
we
a
go,
good one,
man.
man.
There we
Have a good
go.
one,
Picking
brother.
with his heart.
Have a good one, man.
All right, fellas.
For sure.
For sure, man. All right, man. Ant man, go ahead and land that Hail Mary, bro. Land this
Yes,
plane.
sir. Yes, sir. So I got a plus, I think it's plus 903 ticket. Now, what I did, I got a 4-pick parlay to the viewers who bet. Sometimes, like if you bet college football, you might want to throw a baseball pick in there or a basketball pick in there, and it makes the odds go up a lot. So I had the Dodgers winning last night. They won, so that's one leg hit out of my 4-pick parlay. But getting into the college picks, I gave Penn State 18 plus 18 and a half. Like I said, I think they're going to keep it scrappy. I think Ohio State wins. Just as long as they don't win by 19 points, we'll be good. I got Vanderbilt money line. We talked about that. I think they're a better team than Texas. I'm hoping they go in there and just get the win. I'm putting respect on Texas' name, so I'm just taking money line. Then I got Georgia -7 against Florida. You just touched on that. You got to put respect on Georgia's name. They only lost to Alabama. Besides that, they've won every game. So I got to respect Georgia. I think they win by at least a touchdown. But that's my 4-pick parlay. It's plus 903. I put 30 something dollars on it to win 350. And just like last week, 2 of those games are at noon. If I hit 3 out of 4 legs, I'm gonna check the cash out. And if I put 30 on it and they offer me 200, 220, a win's a win. So make sure you guys check your cash out. and get that money.
Nah, for sure, man. I like that Hail Mary. That ain't bad at all, man. I can
Not,
rock with that.
yeah, not
I
bad at
might
all.
have to I might have to come back to that ticket for real, to be honest with you.
Not bad.
Yeah, throw my tickets back up there again, man, Will. I just want to go back over this again because I combined these. It ain't just a Hail Mary, all right? It's a Hail Mary, but it got the plus 297 ticket in there, all right? So if you bet the first ticket, the second ticket you only need 3 legs to hit because it's pretty much the same as the first ticket.
I like that.
Illinois is minus 5.5 at home versus Rutgers. That should be easy. Houston minus 9.5 at home versus West V. That should be easy. Vanderbilt plus 7.5 at Texas. They could fucking flat out win it, even though I don't think Texas will. I wouldn't be shocked if Vanderbilt did win the game. UConn at home versus UAB. They don't belong on the same football field together. This should be UConn they should win by double digits. So those 4 games right there, if those all happen, and all 4 of those games are at 12 o'clock. So on the next ticket, the first game is Ohio State. It's also at 12. I got them getting 26 points. They could get that in the first half, to be honest with you. But I definitely see them getting at least 28, 29, 30 points in the game overall. Then, like you said, Georgia, you got to put some respect on Georgia's name. They've only lost to my boys, the Tide. So 5.5 at Florida, rivalry game. Georgia going to be bringing their A game because they trying to run the table. Florida's going to try to – I think they show up, but I don't think they have enough. I think they are who they are this year. And then Virginia, again, at Cal. Virginia is just a better team. They've been one of the least talked about teams, but they've still been going out there week after week performing. And Cal is a D-plus team at best. So B- versus a D+, I'm taking the B- every time. So that's where I went with that, man.
Nah,
Tim, you think about telling any of these? You like any of that, Tim?
I like every single bet. I'm sitting here. I was looking at Ant's ticket, and I'm like, damn, because he already has the Dodgers money line. I wish I didn't know he did that yesterday. I would have tailed that from yesterday because I like Ant's ticket a lot, especially with that Dodgers win. Because you definitely know, like he said, when you add an NBA or a baseball game, you definitely know. And we were talking about it yesterday. You know that World Series was gonna go to a Game 7. There's no way Toronto was so. Him taking that Dodgers game for adding that in there was like that was genius to add that in there, and then he got his 3 legs that he needs today. So I really I like his ticket a lot, So I'll try to be telling most of y'all bets for real. I like them.
And then I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'm gonna use these 2 tickets as an example. So when you make a Hail Mary, it's always good to have an insurance bet as well because a lot of times Hail Marys don't hit. But if I take a Hail Mary and I got 6, 7, 8 legs, I could take 3 of those same legs and just make an insurance ticket. So like if I'm betting $50 on a Hail Mary ticket, I could take half of that I know is going to hit, like pretty sure it's going to hit, and then just make a ticket that I'm going to win $50. So if I lose the Hail Mary ticket, I got that 50 back I put on it. You know what I mean? So like with these tickets, his Hail Mary don't have to hit as long as the shorter one does. You know what I mean?
As long as the shorter one does.
So when you guys bet, especially when you bet Hail Marys, make sure you get that insurance ticket. That's what I call it as an insurance ticket. Throw an insurance ticket in just so you still win a couple dollars. You're not losing just betting on Hail Marys. I like what D did, and it matches up. That's good shit, man.
Facts.
Yeah, man. The main thing is to get people betting with strategy. You feel me?
Right.
That's what everybody got to realize. When sports betting first dropped, everybody was just loading up money onto the account. Me included.
Right.
Loading up money on the account and just diving into, oh yeah, I'm betting on him. Or I got him.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I think this is gonna happen. I wasn't even doing that much research.
Betting on a lot of your favorites, you know what I'm saying? Instead of, oh, this is my favorite team, or they gonna win, you know what I mean? Instead of this is my favorite player, I know he gonna, instead of really doing the research and knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Just
for sure, man. My favorites is the players that's just hitting. I need the players that's hitting. I don't give a fuck what your name is. If you didn't play 3-4 games straight and you got a resume that says you do this, I'm taking you for that. Fuck it. Right. I don't care what your name is. What country are you from?
Right.
Well, I used to do it used to take me like 10 minutes to do research. Now it takes me about 30 to 40 minutes to actually do some real research and make a ticket.
Sure.
Because I got to dive deeper into the details now. I care more. You know what I'm saying? I'm making bigger bets but I'm taking less risk.
In sports, bro, you had them games where and not even just game, you have like the stretches where there's a player that's been going off for 30 points in the NBA. He done hit 30 points 5 games in a row. You know what I'm saying? 3, 4, 5 games in a row. So now you like, oh man, he gotta score 20 to 25 because he been doing, you know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden he go on the 2 game stretch where he give you like 19, you know what I'm saying? 18. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that your research is off. You know what I'm saying? That's just that happens in sports. You know what I'm saying? Baseball, there's players where they go on 15-game hit streaks. You know what I'm saying? So now you thinking, oh, let me take him. You know, now all of a sudden he ain't hitting 2 games in a row. That don't mean your research is off. It's just that just happens in sports. You feel me? It happens.
I want to throw something out there for the viewers. So we're talking about players that hit. You know, we like players that hit, right?
Right.
And we're getting toward like we're 2/3 of the season's over. Okay, college football.
Mm-hmm.
You can go in on DraftKings or FanDuel and you can bet on your award winners. Okay, and this is an exclusive right here. I've been saying it all year. Go in. I put 10, 20, 30 that Julian Sand is going to win a Heisman Trophy. All right. Now, if you look at Ohio State's schedule, we got Penn State today. We got UCLA, Rutgers, Michigan. Okay. Ohio State is not going to lose a game. If Julian Sand keeps playing the way he is, and maybe even above that a little bit, going into New York undefeated, you know what I mean? I think undefeated, especially talking about the Heisman Trophy as a quarterback, means something. Now, you got Mendoza from Indiana. You got Pavia from Vanderbilt. You know, everybody else.
Ty Simpson.
Ty Simpson. Yeah, Ty Simpson. Which
Second best odds.
I think Sand's actually 3rd or 4th right now. But I think that he don't lose a game. And I think he keeps playing where he's at. I really think he's going to win the Heisman Trophy. So, like today, I might go in there and I might drop 20 on Sand to win the Heisman Trophy. And the viewers, if you think somebody else, I'm just saying now's the perfect time to pick your winner. Because as it gets closer to the end, your odds drop. You know what I mean?
No, facts.
Does what you do in the like your championship games, does that matter for your
Absolutely.
Heisman?
Absolutely. Everything before the Heisman ceremony matters in my opinion.
Everything.
Okay.
Everything.
And the fact is, right here, this is where my bad, I'm going to cut you off. This is where I'm looking at it. So Fernando Mendoza, he's plus 260 for the Heisman.
Mhm.
Ty Simpson, my guy, plus 360 for the Heisman. Julian Sand, plus 380. Those are your top 3.
Yes.
Then you got Marcel Reed, quarterback of Texas A&M. He's plus 600. And then Diego Pavia is plus 850. So those are the top 5 right there, with Pavia being plus 850. He's the 5th. Now, I think what's going to hold Fernando Mendoza back is what Tim just said. Him and Julian Sand look like they're on a collision course to play in the Big Ten Championship.
Yep.
If Indiana wins that game, you can book Fernando Mendoza for the Heisman.
Absolutely.
If he, because they're going to want to, Indiana beating Ohio State, and this quarterback got the numbers, they're giving him the Heisman. But that's the only way, and I don't necessarily think that's going to happen. So
Now, does that
I
Sand
think-
go for Julian Sand? If Julian Sand beat
no, because Julian Sand can beat Indiana. Indiana's not a darling. Like, he's not Michigan. He ain't even with. They're not even Wisconsin. You feel me? So they can beat them, and it would be like, oh, Ohio State was supposed to do that. Ty Simpson can win the SEC in spectacular fashion with Alabama. He could be an Ole Miss or a Georgia again, and I think he could sneak past Sand just for that reason. Like, oh, he beat Georgia. Sand beat Indiana. Indiana, yeah, they balled out, but they're Indiana. Are they ever going to do this again? You get what I'm saying? And Ty Simpson beating Georgia, that would get, like, you know, he gets more credit for that. That's all I'm saying. I think that it could be tricky. I think it's Ty Simpson and Julian Sand. It's a race between them two.
Those
pretty
two.
much.
Unless Mendoza wins the Big Ten.
Right.
Pretty much strength of schedule would kind of hurt Julian Sand for the
Yes.
Okay.
And just the end of the year viewers, like when you watching that SEC, you watch that Big Ten championship game and it's Ohio State versus Indiana, it's not going to hit the same as Alabama versus Ole Miss or Alabama versus Georgia.
Yeah.
Whoever makes it, that other opponent in the SEC is going to be real. Not saying Indiana ain't real, just saying how we going to look at them if they just Ohio State go out there and beat them 36-10.
But and that is why I would have Julian Sand pick, because I agree with everything you just said. The only thing is, if Alabama goes up against a Georgia or a Ole Miss or even a Vanderbilt, because we got to respect them, I think Alabama has a higher chance of losing their conference championship.
Facts.
Than Ohio State does. So I would pick Julian just off the strength of that, because if Alabama loses, I think you might have to inch Sand past Ty
But
Simpson.
see, I think if they both win their conference championships, I think they're gonna it's Ty Simpson pass.
Absolutely. And that's why, like you said, it's between, to me, it's between Ty Simpson and Julian Sand, and the hypotheticals are going to determine who wins the trophy. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Okay, I'm with you.
It's a
Tim,
good fucking
what
conversation right there, bro. Yeah.
That's fair, man.
I like
Tim,
that.
you got any last words, any last picks, any last thing you want to get out there, man?
This is last closing for the show.
Yeah, man, we gonna close on out.
Not necessarily regarding the sports, but I would just like to say, man, that life is precious, and and treat it as such. You could be here today and gone today, so I'll leave it at that. Those who know. I'm so like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm blessed and thankful to be here. So just leave it at that. So yeah.
Nah, for sure, man. Thankful to still have you here with us, bro. Those that you know,
Sure.
you know. Ant
Sure.
Bayless, brother, any last words on the day's games?
I just want to say I agree with Tim. One day your last game will be your last game. Your last show will be your last show. So I enjoy every moment of this. Go Bucks, of course. I hope everybody who watches the show tells bets, or even if you're making your own bets, I hope everybody wins. Man, I want to see everybody win, and that's why we do this. So appreciate you, fellas.
The show.
For sure, y'all. Hey, like you said, even if you're making your own bets or not, or telling our bets, post them in our comments. I will be posting some tickets on the Facebook page today because we got NBA games tonight too. We just didn't talk about on NBA, but there will be some NBA bets on the Facebook page. Go follow the YouTube page, like and subscribe. Never Made It Sports and Picks. All right, per usual. Shout out to Timothy Delgado. Shout out to Ant Bayless. Shout out to Ryan Gosling. Shout out to my boy Will on the production side. Shout out to consistency, man. Never Made It. Episode 17 in the books.
Peace. Start talking about my left hook weak, man. What they talking about, man?